The largest ever war-fighting drills in Australia, Exercise Talisman Sabre, are underway and expected to attract the attention of Chinese spy ships. Australia launched missiles from its M142 high-mobility artillery rocket system, known as HIMARS, on Monday during live-fire exercises at the Shoalwater Bay Training Area, a 1,700 square mile outback expanse in Queensland state. The HIMARS launchers were recently bought from the United States. It was the first time the Australian Army has live-fired our long-range, multi-domain platforms being the HIMARS, so it is a remarkable day, Brigadier Nick Wilson told reporters. Talisman Sabre began in 2005 as a biennial joint exercise between the United States and Australia. This year, more than 35,000 military personnel from 19 nations, including Canada, Fiji, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Japan, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, South Korea, Singapore, Thailand, Tonga and the United Kingdom, will take part over 3 weeks, Australia's Defence Department said. Malaysia and Vietnam are also attending as observers. The exercise will also take place in Papua New Guinea, Australia's nearest neighbour. It is the first time Talisman Sabre activities have been held outside Australia. Chinese surveillance ships have monitored naval exercises off the Australian coast during the last 4 Talisman Sabre exercises and were expected to surveil the current exercise, Defence Industry Minister Pat Conroy said. The Chinese military have observed these exercises since 2017. It'd be very unusual for them not to observe it, Conroy said. We'll adjust accordingly. We'll obviously observe their activities and monitor their presence around Australia, but we'll also adjust how we conduct those exercises, Conroy added. Conroy said the Chinese were not yet shadowing ships as of Sunday. The exercise officially started on Sunday with a ceremony in Sydney attended by Deputy Commanding General of U.S. Army Pacific Lieutenant General J.B. Vowell and Australia's Chief of Joint Operations Vice Admiral Justin Jones. The exercise, showcasing Australia's defence alliance with the United States, started a day after Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese began a 6-day visit to China, where he is expected to hold his 4th face-to-face meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing on Tuesday. Albanese said Chinese surveillance of Talisman Sabre would not be an issue raised with Xi. That would be nothing unusual. That has happened in the past and I'll continue to assert Australia's national interest, as I do, Albanese told reporters in Shanghai on Monday. Albanese also noted that while he had visited the United States as Prime Minister 5 times, he had only been to China twice. The Australian leader has been criticised at home for failing to secure a face-to-face meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump. I look forward to a constructive engagement with President Trump. We have had 3 constructive phone conversations, Albanese said. China has failed to intimidate rival claimant states into surrendering their sovereign interests in the disputed South China Sea despite its intensifying, bullying tactics, and the United States and other allied countries are ready to further boost deterrence against Beijing's aggression, the U.S. Pacific Fleet Commander said. Admiral Stephen Cooler, who oversees the largest naval fleet command in the world, gave assurances Friday in a Manila forum of U.S. commitment to help defend freedom of passage and the rule of law in the Indo-Pacific region. The Pacific Fleet's mission, he said, was to deter aggression across the region with allies and partners, and to prevail in combat